So we in the store right now. We filming inside of a store that has different type of lighting in it. So I'm gonna show you this on this camera real quick. Hold on. Hold up right quick. Just take the battery out. So I'm gonna show you about color. So whenever you see a film, if you watch a film, a movie, or anything like that, you see how different colors change
Yes,
up
sir.
because a lot of people don't know, but those colors deal with emotions.
Yes, sir.
That's why when you do films or you edit, you got to have different colors for whatever type of emotion you want your audience to actually have. If it's um, if it's a happy scene, it'll be more bright and vibrant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a dark and gloomy type emotional scene, it'll be a little dark. You might have a little red background to it or a green background. So, but right now we're gonna deal with simple color. So you see all those colors that's in it.
Yes, sir.
As you see, it's a little blurry right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you see how the lighting is right now.
Yes, sir.
So one thing we always want to check is that shutter speed. That's your shutter speed. It's at 60.
Yes, sir.
I got it at 60. You put it at 50, but I used to keep it at 60. 60 because you have 24 frames per shot when you're dealing with camera. We shoot at 24 frames per shot, right? So you double the frame rate.
Yes, sir.
And when you double the frame rate, then it goes to a 50, close to 50, but we'll put it at 60. So it's double the frame rate. That's what your shutter speed should be, double the frame rate, right?
Yes, sir.
The next thing we deal with, so that's set already, right? We have ISO here. The ISO is on 500. That's cool. You know, the more the ISO goes up, the brighter it is. We don't need that right now.
So if it would have went to like what 600, it would have been brighter than this, right?
Yeah, it'll be brighter. And you don't never want to go, depending on your camera, you never want to go use a ISO over 3,000 or 2,000, nothing like that. It's oversaturated and all that at this point. It's too bright. So now we're going to deal with aperture. This is your aperture right here. This is aperture. So I want you to play around with that as you look at it, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
So twist that.
Yep, that's aperture. See, that's brightness. So yeah, there you go. Ah, now you see the colors popping out a little bit more. That's aperture. Yeah, that's your aperture, right?
Okay.
So you get it to a certain level where you see how sharp it is now. See how crisp it is. You can go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is your focus now. So this right here is your focus. So if you're dealing with focus, it's out of focus, right?
So you want to get into?
So you want to get it into focus, and then we can play with that. See how it still pop out if I go. See how everything is a little crisp now, even though it's dark, right? But I still can go up a little brighter. But I don't want that white to be exposed like that. That's overexposed. So now I go down some, and that's your colors now.
That's dope.
So from shutter speed, so watch the shutter speed. If I kick the shutter speed down, you see that?
Brighter.
Right. That's why we go to 60. Mm-hmm. We
Okay.
can go 50, but it goes to 60. So that is shutter speed. If I go up on the shutter speed, it's gonna get more darker.
Or dark. Wait,
Yeah, if I go up,
when it goes
if
down,
you go down, it goes brighter. If it goes up,
it's darker.
it goes darker. Right. So see how it's darker.
Mhm.
But now, if I do that, I still got more room to play with on this. You see how it don't get as bright now when I move that aperture that much, but we don't want to never do that because at this point we can go down to 60. And sometimes that might change due to outdoors or indoors. Like this is indoors. I think that's perfect right there.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's cut proper, all that. That's it. So after that, so that's your aperture. Focus. This is a cinema lens. This is a 50 millimeter. So that's more so of your cinematic look. So that's why it's close up. Even though we this far back, you see that thing still look like it's close up. So that's a 50 millimeter lens. So that gives you all of those great colors. Even if I did this, see if you can focus in on my hand.
So
That's the focus.
This focus?
The first one is the focus. No, the first one the focus.
That's right.
There you go.
There we go.
You see that good color?
That's nice. That's dope.
So that's your focus.
Mm-hmm.
Now play with your aperture. The next one.
So it's darker.
You see how the cut's clear when you go a certain wave, and that will also give you a certain feel for emotions as well. And then you on your editing, you'll be able to